we acknowledge the First Nations people of Canberra, the Ngunnawal and Ngambri people, their elders past, present and future. We acknowledge the members of the Tongan royal family currently residing here in Canberra, the leaders of this country, and representatives of all Pacific Island nations here. Welcome everyone to the Lo'au University Multimedia Program Storytelling for Young People. My name is Luseane Lafitani from Canberra on this Friday afternoon, 3rd of December 2021. This program invites children and young people from all communities and cultural backgrounds, not only from Australia, but from all over the world to share their story. This program aims to encourage and promote reading, learning, and introduces children to the art of conversation and gives them a platform to tell their story about what is important to them. Children's conversations are important. They have a lot to say about the world and how it impacts and affects them. Young people are finding different platforms to say what's important to them, and they say it loudly and articulately. So, today my guest for children and young people storytelling is Paula Monta. Paula Monta is 17 years of age. He is a student at Narrabundah College here in Canberra. He has two younger brothers, Jacob Jr. and Siwa. He lives with his parents, Jacob Pohiva and Lavinia Ma'u Pohiva. Also his uncle Sione Ma'u and his visiting maternal grandfather, Ikani Ma'u from Aotearoa. Paula is a busy young man. How busy? Well, he has been on this program before, talking about his judo, his football, etc. And today is a catch-up with what has happened since his last appearance in April. So I might ask you, if people who haven't seen Paula, please go into the Lo'au website and find his previous appearance. Anyway, without further ado, hello Paula and welcome to Storytelling yet again.
Hello, thanks for having me back.
How are you going?
Oh, I'm going good.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot has happened since our last interview.
absolutely.
Yeah, really excited.
Yeah, and I hear you've been quite busy since our last interview, Paula. I think
Yeah.
maybe, maybe let's catch up with your latest achievement since our last interview.
um, Latest achievement was me winning the nationals for my weight category, and yeah, I got a gold medal for that. And I was fortunate enough to go up a category, and I got a silver for that one. So really
Mm.
proud.
So,
Yeah.
Paula, can I just ask you, just to, for those who don't know what happens in the judo competitions, when you say you're a gold medalist in your category, so what category is that? Does it go by weight and by year, how old you are? How does it?
Yeah, it goes by weight. So um, you're put into this category. So if you're over 14, you'll get put into cadetment, and if you're over 18, oh yeah, 18, you get put into junior men. And I fought in both of those weight categories, and got medals.
Have, and I think ever since you started, Paula, you've been winning medals left, right, and center. So your medal now, you're a gold medalist in which category?
Um, Cadet opens plus
Cadet
100.
Opens. So Cadet
Yeah,
Opens, and you're a gold medalist. You're the champion in Australia. No one better than you in that
ah,
category in Australia. That's what you're
yeah,
telling us, isn't it, Paula? So because you won that gold medal, you've now been pushed up to the next level, and you did
junior men.
Yeah, that's junior men's. You're only 17 and you're
Yeah.
already competing in men's groups. So you're in junior men's now and you went in into that category and you won a silver medal.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Exactly what I'm saying.
There's no stopping this young man, everyone. This is it's quite an amazing story, this young man. Anyway, so your next competition, do you stay in this category, the men's, this group, or
Uh,
if you win, just say you won gold at your next comp,
yeah.
are they going to push you up again?
I think so. I think they want to push me up. I don't mind it really. I really like the challenge. But yeah,
And that's what I
they
mean when
get
we talk about young people who love being challenged. So you don't mind if you win. When is your next competition?
mm, next year February.
Next February. So you don't have long
Yeah.
to go. Tell me, Paola, when you finish the comp, I know you're training already for the next comp
Yeah.
because I've seen photos of you posted by your dad, you know, your beloved father and fan, number one fan, I'm sure. So with the training for such a competition, because we're not talking about just a Canberra competition or New South Wales, we're talking about Australia. So how do you prepare? How do you prep for something like that?
Um. First of all, it's just I think it's all the mental. You gotta
Mm,
you gotta I don't know how to explain it. Is
yeah. So the
mental.
preparation is, I guess, with apart from your physical training, maybe we
Yeah.
can start with your physical training. What do you do? Do you run up Mount Ainslie every morning, or do you run around the lake every day? What sort of physical prep do you do?
Um. I go to the gym uh every morning and I do
Mm,
cardio.
wow.
Yeah.
So do
And
you go before or after school?
I go before before and after.
Oh, twice. Not just once a
Yeah,
day,
twice
you
a
go
day.
twice. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess because to be the best, you have to
Mm.
prepare to be the best. You can't just sit around and watch a couple of movies every day and then go in and, even though you're super talented, but you still have to prepare.
Yeah.
The bests, I guess that's why you're the best, Paula, because you've put your heart and soul into this preparation. So whilst already, what you're telling me is that you're already training your mind anyway,
Yeah.
going to the gym every day, twice a day. That's a big ask for a young man, young 17-year-old who could be walking around the Narrabunna College talking to young women. But
Mm.
your time is busy, obviously. Apart from schoolwork, you're busy training. Tell me, Paula, how long at the gym do you spend in the morning?
In the morning, a good hour,
Yeah.
and at night, 2 hours
So there's 3 hours training just for the
every day.
judo. And I know that when we last spoke in April, you were telling me that you weren't just doing judo. Can you remind us again what else you do, Paula?
I play rugby league for Rams, the Wooden Valley Rams, and I have a rugby league trial coming up on Sunday, so getting myself ready for that.
So just because you've got a couple hours spare a day, you also play rugby league and not just the school team. Does Narrabunna College have a school team?
No,
No,
they're all about
no.
the academics.
Oh. So you play for the Rams, Floydon Valley Rams. So when you say is that for you to get into the team? Is that the trials for you to get into? You're in the team, but what are the trials for? What does that enable you to?
Oh, um, It's for the Monaro comp. So um, uh, it's like Raiders development, but it's country.
Okay, is that country New
Uh,
South Wales?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's Monaro. Okay, okay. So you know, if you obviously the trials on Sunday, just to put um, this boy, he's so busy. So you've got that. How many times do you train? How often do you train for your rugby league?
from Monday to Sunday every day.
Paula, what makes a young man like yourself make yourself so busy with sports? What makes you, what sets you apart? Why is it that you like doing this?
So, so that my parents can retire early. Basically,
Mm.
that's what drives me.
So
Then,
you, yeah, you want to be successful, obviously, so that you
yeah,
can help your parents out. That's,
yeah,
that's a fine thing to work towards. There are not many young people your age that are wondering about your parents' retirement, but you're already thinking about how you'd like to help them out and make their retirement, I guess, easier. Kudos to you. And obviously, your parents have done a fine job getting you to where you are now. So tell me, how do your family cope with all your success and your training regime and I mean, all this stuff doesn't cost peanuts. It costs money to be good. You know, it
yeah.
costs money to go to the gym and go to competitions. So how does your family cope?
Oh, they're very proud. To be honest,
Mm, yeah,
as long
yeah.
as I be successful, they're willing to pay anything.
And I think, Paula, knowing your family and knowing how hard you work, I think your mum and dad will be proud of you however way things turn out, you know, because they're right behind you. And I know your grandpa. I mean, he was at your comp in Brisbane at the
Yeah,
at the Australian champs.
yeah. He was. He was proud of me.
Oh, I bet he was. I bet he was. And he's still there with you, so he was locked down with us all because of
Yeah.
COVID, which was a good thing in a way, because he's been able to be around you and be supportive to you. You know, for us grandparents, there's nothing better than watching our grandchildren, and all the more if they're successful and talented like you. So tell me, Paula, does your school know that you do all this stuff?
Yes. They found out cause I wouldn't have told them,
Because I know you don't talk much about your successes, So
and they
how?
saw me on TV too.
Okay, is that how they found out? You didn't go and
Yeah.
say, I actually did quite well at this competition. So they only found
I
out
was
because you.
I was on ABC News Canberra. Oh, sorry about the
Yes.
noise of the garbage man.
No, that's all right. We have these things that we have to put up with live streaming. We can't go out and tell the rubbish man to turn his truck off, but never mind. So they only found out because they saw you on ABC. Not
Yeah.
that you went to talk to someone and say, I actually am going to this competition and I might do well, and then come back with a gold medal and go back and say, I won. So, because you know what, Narrabri College will be extremely proud to know that they've got a world Australian champ with them. So, Paula, with your judo and with your football, will there ever come a time when you'll have to choose which one? Because I can't imagine you keeping up top form for these two amazingly, I mean, it's a big ask to just be one person and be really good at that, but to have two, and you are really good at your football. I know that you've won a lot of awards. When is that
Yeah.
time coming soon?
Nah, not really.
Not really.
I'm, s-
I guess you just have to
Yeah,
try and maintain your sporting life to do with judo. Because I was just thinking, the competition will come as you get older. You might have to be traveling overseas for judo or for rugby league. That's where I
yeah.
think you might. That's where I think the choices might. You know, that's where I think the choice will start happening for you. So if we're just going if it were to come to that stage and the Australian Rugby League say, Paula would like you to come play for the Australian team. And then the Judo Association say, Paula would like you to go to Japan for the World Champs. How would your choice be? At the same time, this is going to be happening at the same time. Where would you, what choice would you make? Would you go to Japan and compete for world champs, or would you go with the Kangaroos and play all over the world?
Um, it's pretty tough.
It
That's a
is,
that's a good question.
yeah.
Um,
Because I guess there's big money on both of those sports, you know,
yeah.
and sponsorship and all that sort of stuff. So, that might be something that you might be thinking about in the near future because you're 17. You're going to be, you might be picked up by someone. You might get a phone call to say, we'd like you to come on and do this. So maybe that's a question, Bala, that might be happening a lot sooner than what you think. Um, I was just, I was just thinking if you know how your preparations and your family and their support, because I know your family are fully supporting you with with your other sports. I know you play rugby, so you've just got rugby league and judo. What about school activities? Are you involved in any of your school activities? Like, do they play
Um,
sports? I can't remember. My kids went to Narrabunna College, and I can't remember what they play. I know they did American football at one stage, but
they don't have sport like the sporting anymore. It's not it's not enough kids like me, basically.
oh my goodness. I,
Yeah,
I guess around the time when my children were going, there were a lot more Islander children and young people then, because they had a
yeah.
couple of, I think they had a rugby team and um, and a gridiron team, which was pretty amazing. So the school has changed a lot. So no, none of that. How about any other activities? Are you involved with any other school activities?
Um, nah, I just
Well,
keep my head down and doing my schoolwork,
yeah.
and after that, I could just go to the gym and
Well, I guess you
prepare
don't.
for
Yeah.
my day.
Well, I guess you
Yeah.
don't have it much time on your day to do too much. Tell me, Paula, is there anything coming up towards the end of this year at school that I know it's getting on to the end of the year? Any school activities happening for you? Exciting at all?
I
No?
already finished school. No,
Oh,
Panda
you,
already finished for the year.
yeah, oh gosh, no big parties to attend. And maybe you don't do that anyway. Your life is too busy doing this important stuff. Paula,
Yeah.
because I'd like to, I don't know whether the technician has put up all your achievements, but I'd like us to have a look at your gold medal that you won in Brisbane, which is your Australian Championship one, it's that one? Is that the one, Paula, that's
Yeah.
on the screen?
This one.
Yeah, that one. So if there's a photo there on the side, I think
Yeah.
that's the one that was sent through. So that's how many medals? That's two medals, isn't it? How many
Uh,
medals did you actually win on that at that comp?
I won two medals. The third the third one, which was a silver, that was actually my little brother's medal. So
Oh, I see. I see.
yeah,
So JJ won a silver. You won a gold and a silver, didn't you?
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
There you go. Paula, I know
Uh,
that. Oh, look at that. There you go, people. That's from a young man who eats and drinks sports and going to the gym and uh, sorry. Okay, we're going to show again. Sorry, I was just talking to the technician. He wanted to show something. I think. Oh, can you show your medals again? Because I think we're trying to. There's some people here that want to see it again. Oh, there you go. Our technician is getting comments to say, please, can he show them again? Okay, and there you go, people. That's what happened. That's hard work. With those medals come hours and hours of hard work, So blood, sweat, and tears, I think, Paula, those medals come with. And for such a young person, now that photo there of you and JJ, that's at the championships too. The photo there on the side.
That was after the medal ceremony.
That was after the comp.
Yeah, the medal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I'm not sure whether we have any other photos to share with you. I know there was a video, but I'm not sure whether that video was prepared, ready to put on. But is there anything, Paula, that you would like to say to young people? Because there'll be young people watching and thinking, oh, I want to be like that. And I want to do that. I want to go and do judo. How easy is it to enter or start at the sport of judo? Where would you go? If say my grandson says, Nana, I want to go and do judo, where would I start?
Oh, you could sign up at a local club and they'll teach you the basics and eventually
Yeah,
you get good.
yeah. So
Yeah.
your club is what? What your judo club is where?
It's in Monash. It's called Young Grappling. It's um it's a club that's based in a church in Taganog.
In
It's actually really
Tabernacle,
good.
okay.
Yeah.
Which is the south of Canberra. And I guess, like everything that we do, we Google everything. So wherever you are in Canberra, if one of your grandchildren, one of your children want to try this sport, just Google it and it'll come up where the closest club is. Do you know, Paula, how many clubs there are here at all in Canberra?
Only a few. Although
Mm,
not
yeah.
many.
So with
I
Canberra,
think yeah.
yeah, with Canberra, where do you rate in the Canberra comp? I know if you're the best in Australia, obviously you're the best in Canberra
Uh
too,
yeah, number one.
number one. What about JJ? How does he rate?
He's number two.
Number two.
Only
Look at
two.
look at this family. And then when is young Siwa starting?
Oh, um, probably next year when he gets his anger issues sorted.
I'm sure he'll work out his anger issues on the mat. Watch out well when that boy hits the mat. Oh my goodness. We look forward to that. Jacob, is your dad was trying to send through a video, and I think maybe we can't play it. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get my tech to. Are we? No, we can't play your video. I think that'll have to wait until next time.
Yeah.
Paula, I just want to thank you so much for joining me today and catching up with what you're up to. And I think I would really like to, we'll just keep this up. Whatever you're doing after each competition, just make sure you give us a call and we'll bring you on because it's so important what you do. There are not many programs around that highlight what young people do. Our university want to highlight young people and what they do, and it's important and it's encouraging to know that our Pacific Islander, Tongan young people are doing things and are getting known. And not only if they're not as successful as you, but that they're doing things and trying, just giving it a go. So Paula, Thank you. If you want to say Merry Christmas to your great grandma and your aunt and your great aunts in New Zealand or your family, just do that now is your time.
Oh, uh, Merry Christmas to everyone, my family. Uh, in New Zealand, I hope you guys are all right. Uh, Hopefully, I can see you guys when lockdown finishes, and don't ask me for money yet because I'm not rich yet. But ofalahiatu ga motolo, and thank you.
Oh, thank you, Paula. Thank you so much. And Paula, you have a wonderful Christmas, wonderful holiday.
You
Look after yourself and look after your family. And I know you're a fine son and you're a fine young man and you represent our young people well. So keep the good work up. Ofalahiatu to you all. Have a wonderful, safe Christmas and a happy new year. And we'll see you in the new year. Malo Opita. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching this amazing young man. And we'll keep tabs on him and his brother or brothers when Siwa starts. So just keep that. Next year he's got a comp. We'll be talking to him maybe around April or March. Okay, thank you for listening to children watching children's storytelling. Thank you and goodbye.